Welcome to the Alfond Arena here in Orono, Maine for UMass Hockey on 91.1 WMUA Sports. I'm John Ruggiero, joined by Miles Donato. And what a scene here at Alfond Arena. The starting lineups have been read. Miles, really quick. We're a little bit rushed here just after the conclusion of the women's basketball game. Thank you so much to Zeke Altman and Jacob Repper for making this broadcast happen on both YouTube and 91.1. Miles, last time out for both of these teams. These two teams, they played on Friday. Can you recap both of those games for me?
Yeah, both teams with Hockey East wins. UMass getting the 4-2 victory over Merrimack. Kenny Connors getting 2 goals. He started this season. A lot of assists, no goals. He's picking it up. 4 goals in his last 3 games. He's been excellent. On the Maine side of things, they won 3-1 against Northeastern. Former UMass player Taylor McCarr netting 2 goals in that one. He has been important for this Maine team.
Miles, it's going to be a tough task for UMass today. They're number 20 in the ranked poll. Maine is number 6, but in pairwise, UMass is up to 15th. What are your keys of the game today?
The number one key, the number to look out for in this game is 3 goals. UMass, this season, when they score 3 goals, are 14-1-2. Maine, when they concede 3 goals this season, are 1-4. So if UMass want to win this game, 3 goals is the amount they want to get to.
That's safe to say, Miles. This Maine team, they're a tough bunch. We see them last year at the end of the season. We have this one-off game here at the Alfond Arena. Then we'll shift to Amherst to end the season, a 2-game homestand there. Miles, real quick, players to watch for either side.
Okay, quickly, the first line is the player to look out for UMass. Musa, Mercury, Cole O'Hara, 12 goals combined in the last 5 games.
And for Maine, it's going to be Taylor McCarr.
Yeah, McCarr has been excellent for Maine. 3 goals in his last 4 games, 2 goals last game, second in the team in goals with 9.
All right, we're going to take a quick break for the national anthem. We'll be right back on 91.1 WMUA Sports, the home for all your favorite Minutemen sports. Welcome back to 91.1 WMUA Sports here at the Al Fond Arena. And the national anthem is over. And we've got just a couple moments before we start this game. The players will depart from the blue line. And Miles, it's going to be a good one here in Maine.
Yeah, it's going to be a good one. Very fast-paced game. Look for the defense to get involved in the game for both teams. Look for Lucas Olverstad. He has 6 assists in the last 5 games. And freshman Francisco Del Elche, who has been excellent, and he's now getting some shouts on getting drafted this year. He's been rising up the draft boards, so look out for him in this game.
Let's go to the starting lineups real quick, left to right for your UMass Minutemen. Jack Musa, Lucas Mercury, and Cole O'Hara. That entire line is Miles' players to watch for UMass. And on the defense, Lucas Olvestad and Owen Murray. Michael Harabel starts in goal. As for your Maine Black Bears, Thomas Friel, Harrison Scott, and Nicholas Nemo. And on defense, Brandon Holt and number 44, Frank Jurasevich. Starting in goal, Albin Boya. Boya has been something special for this Black Bears team. A 1.61 goals against average, 9.29 save percentage for the young man from Sweden.
Yeah, he's a large part of why this Maine team has been doing so well, sitting 16-5 and 3, only allowing 1.8 goals against.
The players are ready at center ice. Scott and Mercury on the Maine logo are underway. In Orono, Mercury wins the opening draw. It's Lucas Olvestad, far side, rips it around the boards to the right. In the Maine zone, it'll come right out up the near side. UMass working left to right in their away maroons. Maine right to left in their home whites with the baby blue trim. And here are the Black Bears. Holt tries the self-pass off the boards. Owen Murray buries him. But in the right corner, it's Harrison Scott, the assistant captain, brings it up top. And a shot towards the net. Deflected to the near side. O'Hara skates it out. Musa sends it in.
Good forecheck from Harrison Scott, the leading goal scorer for this Maine Black Bears team. Hasn't been too hot as of late. 2 goals in the last 5 games is still very good, but that's not what we've seen from him the entire season.
Maine in the UMass zone with the puck. Josh Nadeau to the near side, but UMass banks it out. It's in front of the benches. Van Tassel drops it off for the UMass defense. Larry Keenan starts from his blue line. Backhands it deep. Boya out of his crease. Behind his goal, sends it right back up the near side. And Maine's able to get it out of dodge. All the way down, no icing. Lishmelis first to it. Finds Del Elche. UMass can't get it out just yet. It's sent back below the goal line behind Michael Harabel. Harabel only let up 2 goals against Merrimack. He has been on a heater as of late as UMass ices it.
The second line getting some action, getting the puck into the main zone. They are forced to ice the puck, but this second line is the line that needs to step up here late in the season. We need goal scoring from all 9 forwards that are going to be getting regular playing time. Lashmelis had a good start to the year, slowed down a little bit. He needs to pick it back up, the Bruins prospect.
Van Tassel and Jenschko specifically, they looked pretty good in our game against Merrimack this past Friday. Maine wins the offensive zone draw. Shot from the point, tipped and saved by Michael Harabel. It's picked back up by the Black Bears. Sent down low. Del Elche fights for it there. And it's in the left corner. Komarov to the right. And now up top, Arnott. Left point, shot, save, Harabel rebounds, loose in the slot, another stop by Harabel, and it's there for a cover by Michael Harabel and some extracurriculars.
Taylor McCarr finding the rebound in front of the crease. Harabel made himself look big, made this pad save, the puck went back behind the goal, and Maine able to pick the puck back up, get another shot on. But Harabel with some early saves here in Maine.
18:05 remaining in the first period. If you're just joining us, Joe and Giro, Miles Donato, we've got Jacob Repper in the studio in a scoreless game here at Al Fond Arena. Taylor McCarr, of course, the transfer from UMass. Maine wins the draw, holds right side. Drops it down low. And the Black Bears cycle around the boards to the left. It comes up the near side. Scott trying to keep it in. He can't. Lautenbach and Murray harass him from behind. Sent right back in by Thomas Friel. First to it, Kenny Connors. Up the far side, Michael Cameron trying to get over the blue line. It just goes under the stick of Lautenbach, and Maine holds possession. Far side, neutral zone, cut off by Kenny Connors, trying to find Lautenbach up the ice. And a bit of a wayward pass for Kenny Connors there. If it was on connection, Lautenbach would have had a serious break into the zone. Let's go Maine, the chant here. Puck into the Black Bears zone. The captain, Brazil, starts out from the near side. He's cut off by Joey Musa. He fights for the puck, and it's in the neutral zone. Big hit by Kennedy O'Connor as the Black Bears dump it in. Alger comes together with a Black Bear in the far corner. And UMass surviving here early.
UMass fourth line on the ice now. They don't get that many minutes, but when they get minutes, they play hard. Joey Musa is an example of that. The older brother of Jack Musa, and he really plays with energy.
Dewar skates it out and sends it in for a change. Brazil with the quick up the ice. Makar, shot, saved by Michael Hrabel.
Alger really didn't have the angle to get back onto the wing to disrupt that shot from Makar. Makar had a wide open lane to get towards the crease, took that shot. Hrabel makes the save on him again.
Good stop by Hrabel. And we play on. Another UMass zone draw. They have 0 shots on goal. Not the start UMass wants to see, but it also wasn't the start that they wanted to see against Merrimack. Pretty bad first period for UMass, but an even better 40 minutes that followed that allowed them to win 4-2. Puck goes off the referee on Larry Keenan's clearing attempt. That allows Maine to keep it in. Scholey, far side. Pressed up against the right corner boards. Larry Keenan sends it to the blue line, not out. And it's sent back to the right corner. First to it, Del Elche. Trying to get it up the far half wall. Maine with the puck again. Shot, saved by Hrabel. And another whistle. Owen Fowler with that shot, and some more pleasantries exchanged after the whistle.
Yeah, Fowler has had a great season. He missed last season with an injury. He missed the entire season. He's a former UMass Lowell player, and he's doubled his career goal tally this season. He has 6 on the year, and he's really stepped up as one of the key players on this Maine Black Bears team.
The Tewksbury, Massachusetts native will go for a change. UMass wins the defensive zone draw. Owen Murray trying to find Van Tassel. He can't get it out. UMass kept in their own zone. Not even 5 minutes in here. Taylor Makar sends it behind Michael Hrabel. It goes to the right corner. Yenchko presses a Black Bear up against the boards, and a board battle is happening along the far half wall. They fight for it. Olvestad, it comes to Leschmelis, who skies it just over the blue line. Van Tassel with a quick rush up the ice, pokes it free. Right side, Van Tassel shot, easily gloved by Alvin Moya for a whistle.
UMass getting their first shot on goal of the game. That has been Maine's key point of their season. They have outshot every single opponent this season, bar one, UMass Lowell, who they tied. They have not been outshot this entire season. The shots sit 7-1 after just 5 minutes to play here in Maine.
UMass will get their first offensive zone draw. Kenny Connors and Harrison Scott, third line versus first line. Cameron, now a shot wide of the goal. Kenny Connors, now up top, Lyndon Alger. Down low, it goes around the boards to the right. Lautenbach will chase after it. Thomas Friel able to get the easy clear. All the way down, Alger fishes the puck behind the goal line. And I think UMass is realizing real quick that, well, they haven't played many ranked games not early in the season, up until this point in the season. Well, Maine has played plenty themselves, but here's the Minutemen in the Black Bears zone, not for long. Black Bears stripped about the puck and skated up. Here's Scott far side. Sticked off the puck by Kenny Connors, turned over by UMass, and it's barely sent over the line by Michael Cameron. UMass just looks like they're struggling early.
Yeah, they're not really getting possession of the puck in the offensive zone. When they get it out of their own defensive zone, it's into the neutral zone, but just for a few seconds.
Brazil shot, tip, save by Hrabal. Rebound behind the goal, skated away by Bo Kosman. And all the way down, that goes for icing.
Yeah, John, you mentioned the amount of ranked games these two teams have played. It's 3-5-1 is the record for UMass against top 25 opponents on pairwise. Meanwhile, Maine have played a total of 17 top 25 games and a record of 9-5-3. That experience is going to be helpful for Maine in this game because UMass haven't played at many of the top opponents.
Maine after an offensive zone draw win shot over the bar. And it goes to the far side. That was by Ross Mitten. And now UMass can't. Larry Keenan tries to clear it. He fans on it. Down goes the Black Bear. Keenan stays with the puck and muscles it to the red line.
Yeah, Ross Mitten missed last game against Northeastern with a suspension for a hit to the head. He's back now, and that helps bolster this Maine team. Mitten is one of the most experienced players. I think he's the most experienced player on the ice. 153 college games. Came from Colgate. He's a grad student, and he has been a key player coming into this Maine team.
He sure has, Miles. With 13:39 remaining in the first period, we're under media timeout. I must remind you that this broadcast of UMass Hockey is brought to you by the Mill River Tavern in Hatfield, a neighborhood bar and restaurant situated just on the other side of the Connecticut River, not far from UMass. From signature cocktails to brick oven pizza, this small town tavern offers everything needed for an evening with friends or a sit-down meal with the family. The tavern is open Monday through Saturday as late as 9:30. The Mill River Tavern is online at millrivertavern.com and on Instagram and Facebook. We thank the Mill River Tavern for their kind support. Almost through this media timeout, Miles. We're going to keep it right here. You mentioned the shot totals earlier. Now it's 8-1 in favor of Maine. UMass just reeling in their own zone. Yeah,
that's something that they need to fix. Get the puck cleanly through the neutral zone and start getting some shots on net. Really test Boya. Boya has had to make limited saves through his entire season, and that's allowed Maine to keep this goal tally so low. Against Hockey East opponents, Maine only allow 1.6 goals per game.
And like you said earlier, Miles, if UMass can just get 3, they're going to have a serious chance to win this game, assuming Michael Hrabal is going to be able to hold off a fairly dangerous Black Bears offense. Here's UMass with the puck in the Black Bears zone. O'Hara shot save. Rebound, Mercury save. Another try. O'Hara was just hit away from the puck, not able to make a play on it. And here's Brazil into the zone. Brazil backhand, forehand. What a stop by Michael Hrabal. On the breakaway, Hrabal stoned him. McCarr shot tipped high and wide.
Chances at both ends. Goalies come up big for both teams.
Taylor and McCarr to the near side in the UMass zone. It's banked up towards the point. And now back to the stick of McCarr. Left circle down low. Around the net he goes. McCarr right dot. Across. Shot. Off the post. Rebound taken care of by Jack Musa.
Freshman Oscar Komarov, who's really stepped up in a role that he wasn't previously in with the Mitten suspension. Jumped up to the line with McCarr and Renwick, and he excelled last game against Northeastern.
Black Bears should probably be up at least 1-0. Michael Hrabal with a big stop and then a post. Big reverse hit by Lyndon Alger. Downs Owen Fowler. But that allows the Black Bears to hold possession in the UMass zone. And it's towards the slot. Alger forks it away. Holt off his line left circle. Holt out front. Swing and a miss by Josh Nadeau. And here's UMass with some speed up the ice. It's Don Lushmelis through the neutral zone. Van Tassel on his left. Lushmelis hit off the puck. It goes to Holt in the near right corner. And the Black Bears will take care of business and clear it down for an icing.
I want to give a shout out to Nolan Renwick defensively for Maine just there. UMass had a couple shots on goal, and they looked like a wide open rebound for Jack Musa. But Renwick gets back defensively and stops a shot, sends the puck into the corner, allowing the breakout for Maine, and they get a beautiful chance off that one.
UMass responded after a face-off, but then got a little bit too overzealous. That allowed Maine to go ahead with the breakaway. And as you said, Miles, Crabble with a big stop, a false start on the draw. Connors and Fowler. Well, Connors will get tossed out, or no, he won't. He thought he was going to get tossed out. It'll come right back in. Connors wins it. Lawton back, fumbles with the puck now. Del Elche left point. Del Elche shot! Saved by Boya, deflects to the right corner. Keenan keeps it in. Backhands it deep to Lawton back. Out front, score! Kenny Connors! The early start that UMass needed. Lawton back to Connors, 1-0 UMass.
Double cycle on the left boards to the left of Boya. Gets it to Lawton back in the corner all alone. And Kenny Connors streaks towards that crease. Lawton back finds him, and he just slides it home past Boya. That's Kenny Connors' 5th goal in the last 4 games. He is on absolute fire.
You just thought something might have been missing for Kenny Connors, and he finally broke through against Merrimack with 2 goals. And, oh boy, he finds another one there to put UMass ahead 1-0. And my voice certainly wasn't ready for that one, but Connors was for the one-timer. And the puck will go to the UMass zone as we play on. 1-0 UMass, 11:20 remaining in the first period. Olvestad banks it off the glass. It's in the neutral zone, and the puck was played by a hand pass, and it will go to the main zone for a face-off.
Kenny Connors finds the goal, gives UMass an important lead here early, just halfway through the first period. They need to now keep pushing. They need that 3 goals. This Maine offense is one of the best in the country, so they can't slow down like we've seen it multiple times in this season and last season, to be fair, where they're content to just hold off on a 1-goal lead. Instead, they need to keep pushing forward and try and get that second, get that third, go for a 4th, push against this Maine team.
The puck is in the main zone, but it'll be cleared by the Black Bears as the Black Bears will look to push for a response. Here is Renwick. He's cut off by Dewar, sends it ahead all the way down, no icing. Charbier with some moves behind Boya. Musa pressures him. It goes to the far wall. Kosman jumps on it. A board battle there. It will be skated ahead by Komarov and sent into the right corner. Comes around to the near corner. And now back down low. Maine holding possession. Norton tries the wraparound. Goes to the right corner and back to the left. Maine all over the UMass zone right now.
Now they're forced to stay out there against the third line of Maine.
Dewar and Fowler. Well, Fowler will get tossed, or just warned. I'm 0 for 2 on who's getting thrown out of face-off attempts today. UMass wins it, but it goes to the far side. Maine keeps it in for now. Algert will send it over the line. And Maine will set up once again. Shot stopped by Michael Hrabel for a whistle with 9:42 remaining in the first period. We're going to head to a media break on 91.1 WMUA, the home fort for all your favorite Minutemen sports. back here on 91.1. UMass has taken the lead 1-0 at Orono Arena. John Ruggiero, Miles Donato, Jacob Repper, and Miles. Maine got off to a quick start, holding UMass to no shots, then one shot, and then all of a sudden, the Minutemen break through.
Yeah, Kenny Connors has been excellent. 2 goals last game against Merrimack. He is the hottest player, maybe apart from Cole O'Hara, for this Minutemen team. And it's good to separate these hot players. We got the first line who have been excellent, and then the third line of Kenny Connors, Laudenbach, and Cameron has been very good as of late.
Maine with the puck in the UMass zone. Said that a lot already, just halfway through the first period. But it's Murray to Olvestad. Forks it out, trying to find Lautenbach. He swings and misses, but Connors will backhand it all the way around behind Alvin Boya. And on a near turnover in front of Boya, but the Black Bears barely get it over the blue line. Mitten sends it the length of the ice. Here comes Van Tassel with some speed up the far side. Sends it around. Brazil keeps it going up the near side. Leschmelis makes a hit. It goes to Keenan in the neutral zone. Right back in. Let's go Black Bears, the chant from the capacity crowd at the Alfond Arena. And no icing by, well, it is icing. One of the linesmen waved it off. The other said it wasn't icing.
The close lineman to the potential contact said no icing, but I guess the farther lineman saw that it didn't hit any of the players, and so it'll be icing against Maine in an offensive zone faceoff for the first line.
They will go up against the first line of the Black Bears. Mercury and Scott on the dot to the left of Boya. Keenan. Down low, O'Hara skates towards the net, goes around in front. Mercury fishes it, right corner, and Scott takes a hit to play the puck to Brazil. Brazil off boards and out as far as Del Alce at the UMass blue line. Mercury gets hit down by Harrison Scott. Last time we saw Mercury hit down like that, it was at the Northeastern game in Boston back on January 10th, and he promptly responded with a huge goal that gave UMass a 3-0 lead. Puck's right out front, and Boya stopped a friendly fire bank onto him, and it goes back to the UMass zone. Del Alce and Leschmelis backhands it to the left corner.
First line battling hard. I love the faceoffs that Greg Carville has set up here. The offensive zone faceoffs have been excellent in this game for UMass, winning possession of the puck.
Kennedy O'Connor just tried to go right at Taylor McCarr. Swung and missed wildly with the big shoulder check as the puck went into the UMass bench. The faceoff will come right in front of the men in maroon in the neutral zone. Connors and Renwick. Nolan Renwick. He's got 7 goals, 10 assists. The senior been a big part of this Black Bears team and the veteran leadership that they have. He gets tossed from the draw. In comes Komarov. He'll win it. Back to Nobles. Banks it off boards all the way into the UMass zone. No icing. Taylor McCarr beat it. And it comes to the near side. Komarov finds McCarr, working on Kennedy O'Connor. McCarr still on that near side, trying to hit it into the middle of the slot, but it comes to Connors, who sends it all the way down, tipped by Cameron into the zone. Cameron plays it to Lautenbach near corner. Back to Cameron. He's hit from behind by Nobles, gets back up and participates in the board battle that's happening against the end boards. Lautenbach in there digging for it as well. So are a couple Black Bears. Grayson Arnott pressing Lautenbach up against the boards. Nobles in there as well. Lautenbach gets it free up top. Olvestad left point. Olvestad all the way down to the right corner. And Dewar tries to get after it, but it's sent up the near side to the neutral zone. Olvestad Heads off Fowler. That allows Kosman to come ahead with it. Bo Kosman, shot blocked. Gets it back and shoots just over the bar. Dewar to Kosman. Right out front. It goes to Olvestad. Shot blocked in front. Rebound to the end boards. Dewar with a big hit. Murray holds possession, sends it to the right corner. Continuous play here at Alfond Arena. 6 minutes to go in a 1-0 UMass game.
Second and fourth line, doing good job keeping the puck in the main zone for a solid minute 30 there. And it's given UMass a little bit of life here after the Kenny Connors goal.
Here's Mercury to O'Hara, tries the wraparound, gets tripped up by the back of the net. And here comes Holt up the ice. 4-on-2 for the Black Bears. Holt tries to cut in. Nice job by Francesco Del Alce to pin him to the right corner. Keenan sends it up, and Mercury plays it with a high stick. That draws a whistle with under 6 minutes to go in the first period, and that will lead to a media timeout. But I must remind you that this broadcast of UMass Hockey is brought to you by the Mill River Tavern in Hatfield, a neighborhood bar and restaurant situated just on the other side of the Connecticut River, not far from UMass. From signature cocktails to brick oven pizza, this small town tavern offers everything needed for an evening with friends or a sit-down meal with family. The tavern is open Monday through Saturday as late as 9:30. The Mill River Tavern is online at millrivertavern.com and on Instagram and Facebook. We thank the Mill River Tavern for their kind support. 5:27 remaining in the first. We're going to take a real quick break on 91.1 WMUA, the home port for all your favorite Minutemen sports. Welcome back to the Alfond Arena. 1-0 UMass and Miles. That means Maine's giving up the first goal.
Yeah, and that's going to be an important goal. Maine, when scoring first this season, are 13-1. When the opponent scores first, like this case, they're 3-4-3. 4 out of their 5 losses have come when the opposing team has scored first. That is a very important goal from Kenny Connors.
Face-off won by UMass in their own zone. Van Tassel. Up the near side, big hit by Yenchko on Nemo. 25-on-25 contact there. Here's Lashmelis into the zone. Lashmelis shot, save, rebound, just sent over the bar by Van Tassel. And a whistle here. The puck was played with a hand pass behind Boya.
Nick Van Tassel, a wide open goal off the rebound, and it skied up and over the crossbar. A perfect chance there for UMass to take a 2-0 lead, but instead we have a neutral zone face-off and no goal for the Minutemen.
Van Tassel did receive pressure from behind, but it did come off his stick in a pretty funky way. He was right at the crease, and it went over the crossbar.
Must have taken a deflection off a Black Bear stick.
And Lashmelis gets tossed from the draw. He didn't even move. Not sure about that, but Yenchko will come in, and no worse for wear. At least for Maine, they win the draw and send it into the UMass zone. Owen Murray to Lashmelis, who is just wrecked by Thomas Friel. And Friel gets a talking to by Van Tassel as both of those players head to the bench. Brazil just to the left of Hrabel, his left to our right, and sent up by UMass. Cameron kicks it to his stick in the main zone. Cameron off the boards down low to the left corner, and they fight for it there. Down goes Lautenbach as players from either side fish for the puck. Del Alce, after it was cleared by Maine, backhands it back deep. Charbriere hit by Lautenbach, and Maine sends it on out to Larry Keenan.
It's been a physical game from both sides. A lot of high-speed hits that we don't really see that often. Both teams moving at full speed.
And we're going to get a penalty here for a rough. And it's going to be on UMass. It happened away from the play, I believe.
He goes after the whistle.
And UMass, number 14, Lautenbach, he was on the bench. The referee was pointing to him, so I'm assuming it was some contact as two players tried to head towards the bench, and Lautenbach takes an untimely penalty that allows Maine to go on the power play.
Yeah, the Maine power play is an interesting thing. They're top 10 in the country, but as of late in the last 5 games, their power play has been scoring on just 7%, 7.7% of their power plays. They're 1 for 13 in the last 5 games. They need to do something to figure out their power play here. And they're playing a very good penalty kill in UMass, a very decent top 15, 20 penalty kill in the country.
Well, one of their best penalty killers has just head to the box, so we'll see if that provides any dividends for Maine as UMass wins the draw, but it comes up to the point and out. O'Hara chasing after Charbriere. He'll turn up ice. Into the zone for Maine. And they set up here. Jurasevic to the far side. Charbriere. Right side and back up to Charbriere at the top of the point. Charbriere. Nadeau fakes the shot, skates to the right, leaves it for Charbriere, almost poked away by Leschmelis. Shot, stopped by Hrabel, rebound to the far corner. What a snipe by Nadeau off the mask of Hrabel.
He was looking for that top corner. Hrabel able to move just an inch to make that save.
Jurasevic's one-timer deflected out of play.
Good movement on the power play for Maine. They've gotten a couple shots on goal. Need to continue this movement as the second unit comes out to face the second unit of the Minutemen.
Mercury and Cameron, the penalty killers alongside Alger and Del Elche. Harrison Scott will take the face-off against Mercury. It's won by Mercury to Alger. And he's pressured from behind. Del Elche sends it around the boards. It gets it back to a stick and banks it off glass all the way down.
Good clear, slowing down the Maine power play. That'll kill a good 15 seconds as Maine have to bring the puck back in.
Under 3 minutes to go in the first, under 50 seconds remaining on the Lautenbach rough. Alger below the goal line, pressed up against the boards there. Alger still holding it against the left corner. Wise play by the UMass captain. Maine gets it loose to the far side, Scott. Scott up top, Holt. Holt fakes the shot. McCarr back to Holt. Holt quarterbacking this power play. Scott far side. Down low to McCarr. Shot, save by Hrabel. Rebound, Cameron dives for it, can't get it out. Alger has it in that corner again, and his clearing attempt is deflected right onto Hrabel, who stopped it, and it's eventually cleared by UMass to kill the Lautenbach penalty.
Lautenbach will come out of the box right as Maine are going for a rush into the offensive zone.
Good poke by Murray, and now Connors up the ice, chasing after it. Connors gets it down low to Lautenbach, keeps it going around to Connors' right corner. Murray, shot, tip. It's in the slot and sent to the right corner by Musa. Lautenbach up to the point, Olvestad. Olvestad shot down low, Connors all the way to the right corner, rides the dasher towards Murray. Musa in to help out. Lautenbach gets it loose, Brazil up the far side. Maine able to get it over the line to the stick of Olvestad. 1:30 remaining in the first. Bad turnover by Lucas, and here come the Black Bears. It's into the zone and all the way around. It was Komarov still with it at the left point. And they fight for it right in front of the UMass bench.
Yeah, Olvestad making a mistake, passing that straight to Komarov, but he makes up for it with good defensive positioning to knock Komarov back behind.
Murray gets a tip from Leschmelis not far into the zone. It goes to the stick of Holt, up from McCarr, and here's Maine into the zone. Renwick, hard stop, left side. Holt up top, shot, stopped by Hrabel. He's been solid in this first period. Under a minute to go, McCarr, down low, Renwick. Renwick pressured by Yenchko, gets it up top. Jurasevic's shot tipped wide. Rebound Yenchko. Back to Jurasevic, far side. Up top, Holt. Holt, shot, scores! Seeing eye snipe, Brandon Holt with just seconds remaining in the first period knots this game at 1.
Yeah, Holt's been such an offensive weapon in this game for Maine. He gets a shot from the top of the point. Lots of bodies in front. Hrabal couldn't really see it. Off the post and in. 36.9 seconds in the first period remaining. Maine tie it up at 1.
And what a screen by Nolan Renwick in front. Hrabal's eyes were taken away from him. And Maine ignites this capacity crowd into a frenzy, tying the game at 1 with only 36 seconds remaining in the first. Del Elche up the far side. Mercury banks it off boards. O'Hara into the zone. 22 seconds to go. O'Hara shot saved by Boya. A good one. Jumps on the rebound for the whistle. And Mercury and Scotter mixing things up. Mercury goes down. And one player's going to the box. Looks like it's a Maine player.
Thomas Friel will be going to the box. He ripped Lucas Mercury to the ground from the back of his jersey. And that is he's head in arms, confused to why the call, but you can't just pull down a player that's not ready for it after the whistle.
I'm not sure it was even Friel. I think they got the wrong guy, Miles. It was Mercury definitely went down. You saw it was Friel?
It was Friel.
Well, I'm not sure what he's mad about then. Tried to play his advocate, but oh, they're still pushing and shoving. Scott takes a shot at Mercury. And there's 19.7 remaining in this first period. UMass will go on the power play. Friel to the box. UMass with 2 minutes to respond on the man advantage. Mercury wins the draw to Del Elche. Del Elche 17 seconds to go. Del Elche shot, gloved, save, rebounds there. Boya didn't glove it cleanly, and it's cleared by Maine. Almost disaster for Albin Boya.
He actually made an amazing save there on the second effort.
And now we have another penalty. It's going to be Mercury going to the box for a slash with just 3.5 seconds remaining.
Yeah, Scott and Mercury have been going at it all game. And that's what led to the Friel penalty, was Scott and Mercury going at it. Friel came in from behind and pulled Mercury down. But now Mercury, seemingly angry, takes a not good penalty slash when it's completely unnecessary. UMass had possession of the puck. It's completely off the puck.
Well, that's for sure by Mercury, but my question is, how do you not send Scott to the box as well? Both of these players have been going at each other. Even just lining up for the faceoff draw before the power play, Scott was pushing Mercury. So now we play 4-on-4 for the next 3 seconds. The faceoff is won by UMass, and that will quiet things down and end the first period. A wild one at that. We'll play 4-on-4 when we come back for the second period, but a 1-1 game after 20 minutes, Miles.
Yeah, I just want to talk about that last save by Boya. He gloves it, but he doesn't get it cleanly, and it rolls down the back of his jersey, and he's sprawling there, and he kicks it away from the crease with his other left leg. He kicks it to the right of him, out of the crease. It was an impressive job to feel where the puck was off his back and get rid of danger.
Boya's been solid, Hrabal's been solid, and it's been very physical between these two teams here at Alfond Arena. We're going to send it to the first intermission break. You're going to hear from Jacob Repper in just a couple of moments to break things down for us, and then we'll be back for the second period on 91.1 WMUA, the home fort for all your favorite Minutemen sports. Welcome back for the second period on 91.1 WMUA Sports. I'm John Ruggiero. He's Miles Donato. Big thank you to Jacob Repper back in the studio all the way in Amherst for engineering for us. Miles, we've seen a crazy 20 minutes. A couple players have stood out for either side, but who's on your mind right now?
Yeah, goaltender for UMass, Michael Robel, has had a great game so far. 14 saves, faced 15 shots in the first period. The one goal against from deep from Holt went in off the post. But he has been amazing in this game for UMass, really keeping them in it in the early parts of the period when the shots were 7-0. And that was able to allow UMass to respond with the Kenny Connors goal and give them the 1-0 lead. Of course, Holt responds late in the period, 30 seconds remaining, and scored the game-tying goal.
The second period is underway. We begin 4-on-4 for the next minute 30, and then Maine will have a short power play. Here's Kenny Connors and Taylor McCarr digging for it in the far corner. It goes to the near corner. Del Elche races after it. UMass working right to left, Maine left to right. McCarr finds Renwick below the goal line. Renwick poked off by Kenny Connors, but Renwick stays with it. Back to McCarr, left corner. McCarr for Renwick. Maine playing keep away here. Holt to Jurasevic. Back to Holt across the point. Holt's shot deflected to the right corner. Josh Nadeau pressed up against the boards by Del Elche. And Keenan in there as well to dig for it. Someone's lost their stick. And 42 seconds remain on the 4-on-4. Black Bears will have a 15-second power play after that. Shot in front, at least attempted by Brazil. Didn't get all of it, but he keeps it in the zone. And here he is. Brazil across, score! Josh Nadeau from Brazil. 6 goals on the year for the young sophomore. Nadeau's on the board. So are the Black Bears, 2-1 in the second period.
What a play by David Brazil. Connors breaking the puck out. Brazil steals it from him, takes it the other way. 2-on-1 opportunity for Maine. And Brazil finds Nadeau. And early here in the second, Maine lead 2-1.
Crabble just completely sold for the shot. And Brazil sent it across for a wide open Josh Nadeau to poke it into a wide open awning cage. And UMass is now down by 1.
Yeah, that penalty by Mercury really biting this team here. They would have been on the power play, but now 4-on-4 and it's all Maine.
Wattenbach takes down a Black Bear as it's poked into the UMass zone. Fowler and Olestad dig for it as they both glide to the far side. They dig for it in the left corner. Murray digs it loose to Olestad. 10-second power play for the Black Bears. Go ahead for Lautenbach shot. Saved by Boya. Olestad tried to bank off the end boards to Lautenbach. Just wasn't enough life on the bounce. And Mercury's out of the box. We play 5-on-5, 2 minutes into the second period. And here's Jack Musa with a chance to go ahead. Musa across into O'Hara and back, and it's in! O'Hara banked it off. Boya in a combination by that first line finds the back of the net with a little bit of puck luck. Ties the game right back up by 2.
A mismatched line change from Maine allowed UMass to have a 3-on-1, and Mercury played it across, and that shot I think went off the stick of the defender, Bodie Nobes, and O'Hara with the goal for UMass.
It was just chaos in front of Boya. He didn't know which way to go, and it went off, I think, like you said, Miles Nobles, right into the back of the net. And O'Hara, he collects his 15th goal of the season. Hearing it hit the skate of Nobles. Thank you to Jacob Repper, our eyes about 300 miles away. We're about, 300 feet away? But the puck is in the Maine zone and cleared by the Black Bears. It's been a crazy, crazy game so far. Only 23 minutes in. And you just weren't sure who was going to shoot it on that first line. It was Mercury there, Musa and O'Hara, and each player just trying to pass it to one another. And it was actually a pass that found the back of the net for O'Hara. But here's Maine in the UMass zone. Holt, shot, tipped, wide. Rebound off the end boards, fought for in the right corner. Nemo pressed up against the boards by Nicholas Van Tassel. A board battle there. Murray to the far side. Jumped on by the Black Bears and blocked by Van Tassel. It's Scott that comes down with it on the backhand. He skates towards the net, sends it right out front. No one's there to shoot it. Olvestad and Van Tassel working together to get it to the boards. Van Tassel has his stick held, but UMass is able to clear it. Jurasevic regroups.
That goal by Cole O'Hara now strengthened his Hobie Baker nomination and campaign here. He got the nomination along with Suniev, who is out injured for most likely maybe a week or two more. He suffered an injury in the second Merrimack game of the season.
Charrier shot saved by Hrabel. Rebound sent away by UMass. Minton sends it right back in. O'Hara now with 37 points. And including this game, there's still 10 games left in the season.
Yeah, he really has a chance to become have one of the best UMass seasons of all time here and really push this team. If he pushes this team into the playoffs and maybe a little bit down the line, he is a serious contender for the Hobie Baker.
Joey Musa banks it off the boards and UMass sends it in. And O'Hara just almost seemingly out of nowhere, a contender for the Hobie Baker. But here's Maine into the zone. Shot stopped by Michael Hrabel. Sholey with the shot, Michael Hrabel with the save. And there's a whistle, and there's a UMass penalty. A Maine player just seemed to take a little bit of a dive. And UMass will head back to the penalty kill. Owen Fowler went down due to contact from Kenny Connors.
Yeah, another unnecessary penalty. Kenny Connors coming in with a cross-check to Fowler's back. And you really can't do this if you're UMass. You are tied with one of the top teams in the country. Taking stupid penalties at this point is detrimental to the possibilities in this game.
And
with that goal, O'Hara goes up to second in the NCAA in points.
That's huge for O'Hara, but danger for UMass as they're down a man. And here they come up the ice. It's Leschmelis off the go-ahead pass. He'll backhand it deep and allow the Black Bears to set up on the breakout. O'Hara on this penalty kill almost took it away at the Black Bears blue line. Sholey has to chase after it back behind Boya.
Good penalty kill so far for the first 30 seconds. The aggressive forecheck of O'Hara.
Look at O'Hara with the great forecheck, doing it all by himself, wasting even more time on the penalty kill. He heads to the bench, and here come the Black Bears. Renwick sends it to the right corner. He presses Olvestad up against the glass. And a board battle there. UMass did a great job of wasting time on the first Black Bears power play, pasting the puck to the end boards. A minute gone on the man advantage. Mercury with the puck. He's able to skate it out. He's got Cameron on his right. 2-on-1 up the ice for UMass. Mercury sends it across, deflected to the end boards. Delayed penalty coming on the Black Bears. Mercury's got it backhand just wide, and they blow it dead. I'm not sure Maine got possession there, but it's going to be a slash on the Black Bears.
Yeah, I don't know what the reason for the whistle there. Mercury was still in possession of the puck, but that will end the power play for Maine. It'll be 4-on-4 for 52 seconds, and then a minute and 10 seconds of a power play for the Minutemen.
It's penalties galore here at the Alfond Arena. And, man, both teams having lots of trouble staying disciplined. Leschmelis and Harrison Scott line up for the draw. On the left bot, to Boya's right. Leschmelis wins it back to Van Tassel. He'll backhand it deep. Brazil leaves it for Leschmelis. Spins around and gets it to Van Tassel. They fight forward in the left corner. Scott skates out of it. And he'll hold possession behind Boya. 30 seconds remain on the 4-on-4 before a 1-minute UMass power play.
If you're Maine here, you want to be in possession of the puck when the penalty expires so that you can kill as much time on that power play.
David Brazil sends it back to Arnott. He'll enter on the right. Arnott gets into the zone, right circle, drops it off for Scott. Scott poked off the puck by Larry Keenan. 5 seconds remaining on the 4-on-4. Kenny Connors standing and ready to get out of the box, and he's going to come out with O'Hara on the puck. Mercury's got it. Now in the neutral zone, O'Hara was hit down. Thought they might try to find Kenny Connors out of the box. The timing just didn't work out for them. And UMass now with a 55-second power play. O'Hara behind Hrabel. In the shadow of the Czech Republican. And here is O'Hara. He'll make the entry on the right. O'Hara banks it off inboard. Cienczko near side. Yenchko tries to keep it going up to the point, but here comes Owen Fowler on the breakaway. He shoots, stopped by Michael Hrabel. A miscommunication at the point, and the Black Bears want to call as Fowler goes down once again. They're not going to get it, and here come the Minutemen up the ice. Yenchko finds O'Hara on the entry. O'Hara out front through the slot. He goes to Mercury in the right corner. Mercury backhands it up top. Del Elche, 15 seconds to go on the man advantage. Yenchko far side. Daniel Yenchko right circle. Yenchko surveys up to Del Elche. Del Elche, 6 seconds to go on the power play. Musa up top. Del Elche fires. Blocked by Holt to the end boards. And that's the end of the UMass power play. They still have it in the Black Bear zone. Musa out front, skates towards the middle of the slot. He finds Yenchko and now Del Elche far side. Francesco Del Elche skates and shoots, blocked, and he'll skate back for his own rebound. Murray saves the day, and UMass slows things down.
Maine are 5th in the nation in penalty kill goals, and you saw it there with Fowler going the other way.
Here's Lawton back for Connors. Shot blocked by Jurasevic. UMass heating things up here. Lawton back tries to poke it out front. He's got it on his stick behind the goal line, and he banks it off boards to no one, and now it's a race for the puck. Olvestad's going to win it. Lisakowski digging for that one as well. Go-ahead pass for Connors. Leaves it for Lawton back on the entry. Lawton back. Shot off a stick and off glass. It stays in play. Connors can't keep it in. Alger sends it back behind Boya. It's in the left corner. Joey Musa out front. Dewar to the right. Kennedy O'Connor stumbles on his skates, makes a play with the puck, and now it's Alger right point. Alger right circle, spins around, sends it out front. Joey Musa fans on the shot. Lesakowski is able to find Holt to clear.
Yeah. Kennedy O'Connor doesn't really find himself in a position to get a shot on goal with a high danger chance. Kind of got too excited and fell over in the process of taking that shot.
Still searching for his first career goal, and here come the Black Bears into the zone. Sholey far side. Up top, Arnott. Switches sides with Sholey. Left corner, Arnott. Backhands into the right circle. Shot up top, just wide. Rebound off the end boards. Can't be put home by Komarov. And now it's sent back down low, right corner, behind the goal line. And it's Sholey up top. Nobles, and his pass is deflected by Musa. He makes a couple moves around Nobles and can't get the breakaway. Nobles goes down with big contact, or excuse me, Musa did. And things are just really getting out of hand at the Alfond Arena. There's 9:40 remaining in the second period, 2-2, all tied up. And I believe we're still awaiting our first media timeout. We are. And must remind you that this broadcast of UMass Hockey is brought to you by the Mill River Tavern in Hatfield, a neighborhood bar and restaurant situated just on the other side of the Connecticut River, not far from UMass. From signature cocktails to brick oven pizza, this small town tavern offers everything needed for an evening with friends or a sit-down meal with the family. The tavern is open Monday through Saturday as late as 9:30. The Mill River Tavern is online at millrivertavern.com and on Instagram and Facebook. We thank the Mill River Tavern for their kind support. We're going to take a break and be right back on 91.1 WMUA. .9:40 remains in the second period. We'll have a draw on the Maine logo. It's Leschmelis and Scott. That was our under 14 timeout, still awaiting the under 10. That can come within a minute. And here we go again. Charbrier, far side, backhands it to the left corner. And that is a whistle as a pane of glass comes loose on the far side. Oh my goodness, we're in for some kind of delay here. There were some fans probably just banging the glass, and a pane has fallen onto the ice. If things could not get any more crazy here at Alfond Arena, well, there was actually some major contact, and the pane just fell right out.
Yeah, the pane is currently in the neutral zone, decently far away from that where it originated.
I mean,
They're trying to put it back up immediately, but normally you can't just put the panes back in like that. You have to get a spare one.
they're going to put the one that fell on the ice right back in, and hopefully it won't be that much of a delay. I mean, I guess it didn't break. Maybe the stanchion just came loose. Might need a new stanchion.
And drop the pane a little bit there, trying to get it back up.
There was contact with Van Tassel. And, well, they've already got it back in position. Just need to bolt it in, I'm sure. But usually when we see like a broken pane of glass in at least the NHL, it takes much longer than that. But I guess the Maine ice crew here knows what they're doing.
I doubt it's very stable right now. So if a puck or a player goes back into those boards, I wouldn't be so sure that they won't fall out again.
You can see even the pane that's in the penalty box was swaying back and forth almost like a tree's branches in the wind. And now they have to repair the ice as well. So we're in for a little bit of delay here. And Miles, I mean, it's been a crazy second period. It was a crazy first period. The second period is, I think, topping that. We've seen a couple big goals, and we're just barely halfway through this one.
Yeah, it felt very fast. There was no stoppages through that entire period, first half of the period, up until now and the earlier media timeout. And now it feels so slow with this stoppage. It's going to really change the momentum of this game. It'll be almost like a full reset. Both teams getting a long break here for around 2.5 minutes. But that resets this game. That was very fast-paced. Let's see if it continues to be fast-paced upon the restart, or if the game starts to slow down a little bit here.
Because I'm sure, Miles, everyone's heart rate was through the roof. The adrenaline's pumping. But that allowed everyone to take a deep breath, and we're already back under play. Great job by the Maine ice crew to get us going once again. And we'll see if the glass holds up at least. But Charbrier shot intentionally wide off end boards. It goes to Thomas Friel. Friel up top, Charbrier. Brazil intentionally high looking for a tip. Goes off end boards. Jensko sends it out. Brazil and Van Tassel chase after it. Van Tassel goes down. Leschmelis makes a hit. And Nemo sends it in. Nemo tries to send it out front. That's thwarted by Olvestad. Lucas Olvestad, near side in his own zone. Gets it up that near side to Van Tassel. He'll send it behind Boya. Boya holds it behind his crease. Holt. Brandon Holt, the North Dakota native. He scored the first Maine goal in this game. Holt with a tip in from Komarov. No icing. And now it's Renwick in to help out. Up top, Holt. Holt, shot, blocked, rebound, scores! Taylor McCarr against his old team. A little bit more puck luck, found his stick. He puts it in the back of the net. Maine goes ahead 3-2.
Yeah, Hrabal will want that one back. He makes the first two saves and really should have had the rebound control to hold on to that one. It sneaks out of his control, and McCarr finds the rebound.
Taylor McCarr has been on absolute fire since he transferred up here to Orono. His 10th goal on the season, his 20th point for the senior from Calgary, Alberta. And the Black Bears, after being down, go back ahead. UMass will look to respond.
They responded quickly to the second goal. They really need to do it again here with just 8 minutes remaining in the second period. There's still a lot of time in this game, but getting a goal as quick as possible is in the best interest for the Minutemen.
Connors for Lautenbach behind the goal of Boya. Lautenbach tried to reverse it back to Connors. He wasn't aware, but it comes up top to Murray. Shot towards the net, tip just wide. Rebound off the inboards as the fans get loud for Taylor McCarr. Connors left corner. Connors with the puck, sends it out front. Alger in to help out. It goes to the far side. Nobles and Connors come together. And Musa keeps in the clearing attempt. Connors down low trying to find Musa. And it's cleared by Owen Fowler. Alger right back in. Boya can't slow it down. It goes to Fowler along the near half wall. Mercury's got it now. Slap shot, Alger wide and high. Now it's Mercury again. Mercury up top. Kennedy O'Connor fans on the shot. And it's cleared by Maine.
It's the 25th career goal for Taylor McCarr. Spent a couple years in Amherst. Only had 15 goals in his career at Amherst. 10 so far this season for Maine in his first year.
And UMass with some miscommunication has the puck go out to the neutral zone, but Keenan jumps right on it, gets it across to Del Alce. He'll send it the length of the ice with a tip, no icing. The puck goes to the right corner, first to it, Lucas Mercury. And it comes to Yenchko, backhanded try, just wide. Del Alce down low. Mercury out front, Yenchko stopped by Boya. Mercury again, sends it up top. Del Alce catches it and shoots it wide. And the rebound off the inboards. Charbriere can't get it out. Keenan keeps it in from his belly. Yenchko with some miscommunication from Van Tassel. That allows a Maine regrouping.
UMass putting the pressure on here. Trying to respond. Down by one.
Puck hit the linesman's skate right to Komarov. That allowed for an easier break-in for the Black Bears. And UMass is able to send it right back out and right back in by Maine. Hrabal plays it for Del Alce behind the goal. Van Tassel for Lishmelis. Lishmelis through the neutral zone and in. Right side, Dons Lishmelis has it on his backhand right corner. Dons Lishmelis for Bo Kosman, still in the right corner. Big hit by Lishmelis on Holt. That also takes down Kosman, which allows Jurasevich to clear. And a big hit by Renwick on Olvestad. Draws a jeer from the crowd. We've seen penalties. We've seen plenty of hits. Plenty of goals. 3-2 Maine. 5 minutes to go in the second period. Still awaiting the under 10 media timeout. Puck is at the UMass blue line. And sent ahead. Michael Cameron first to it. Tries to send it out front. He shoots it just wide. Joey Musa, left side. Michael Cameron digs for it there. And the puck barely pops over the glass for a whistle. 4:35 to go in the second period. 3-2 Maine. A crazy second period will continue after this on 91.1 WMUA, the home fort for all your favorite Minutemen sports. Welcome back to UMass Hockey on 91.1 WMUA Sports. And I'm at a loss of words at this point, Miles. I mean, UMass, they had such a, well, I mean, they didn't have a good start. Maine was just peppering Michael Hrabel. First things first, and then UMass is able to put the puck in the back of the net, courtesy Kenny Connors. And ever since then, everything has just exploded.
It's been back and forth hockey. Each team getting their spurts.
Cameron with a backhanded try, saved by Boya. The rebound sent up the far side. Connors keeps it in, shoots it towards the net. It's tipped wide, and Lautenbach's taken down in front of the net. No call coming. Lautenbach. He goes down again. And a board battle will happen there along the left corner. Musa out front, off the side of the post. Tried that bad angle shot. And the turnover by UMass at their own blue line. Here's Brazil's shot, blocked by Owen Murray. And now it's Harrison Scott. And right side, Scholey evades a hit from Musa. Mercury pokes it up towards the point. Nobes can't keep it in. Musa plays it from his stomach across the ice to Murray. And O'Hara can't get the clean break in. It comes back to the UMass zone. Scholey pressures Murray. He gets it across to Olvestad. Olvestad turns it over to Nadeau. Nadeau scored the second Maine goal, followed up by Taylor McCarr, the UMass transfer. His 10th goal of the season. Mercury, high flip out to the Maine zone. Jack Dalton, the extra defenseman, banks it off boards and out. Caught by Mercury, sent right back in, but we have a whistle for a hand pass.
If there wasn't a whistle on that play for a hand pass, that chip puck caught Boya really off guard, and it went into the back of the net. Obviously, he wasn't trying his very much hardest, but it took a weird bounce and went into the back of the net.
Now the faceoff will come all the way back to the UMass zone. So I believe they did allow that glass falling out of the boards break to be the under 10 media timeout. There's a shot just wide by Komarov. So we should go breakless towards the end of the second period, if my theory is correct. Holtz plays it across to Jurasevic. Jurasevic rips it around the boards, catches a door, and bounces out front. But no Black Bears there to shoot it. Here's Jenshko into the zone. Jenshko, left corner. Lishmelis digs for it. Goes up towards the top. Joey Musa is just wrecked by Renwick, and it was a hit up high, and that's going to be a penalty on Renwick, his second of the night.
Yeah, Renwick's been very physical the entire night. There, he catches a UMass player with, I think, an elbow.
Yeah, and Renwick will go to the box, and my theory wasn't correct because we're now under media timeout. And I must remind you that this broadcast of UMass Hockey is brought to you by the Middle River Tavern in Hatfield, a neighborhood bar and restaurant situated just on the other side of the Middle River of the Connecticut River. Not far from UMass, from signature cocktails to a brick oven pizza, this small town tavern offers everything needed for an evening with friends or a sit-down meal with the family. The tavern is open Monday through Saturday as late as 9:30. The Middle River Tavern is online at millrivertavern.com and on Instagram and Facebook. We thank the Middle River Tavern for their kind support. UMass down one. They'll be up a man when we come back in just a short 30 seconds on 91.1 WMUA, the home fort for all your favorite Minutemen sports. TNT is going off here at the Alfond Arena. This game has exploded into a penalty frenzy, a goal-scoring frenzy. And now UMass on the power play. DeLelche shot blocked in front. Rebound. Mercury tries to find it. UMass with a minute 40 remaining on the man advantage. DeLelche Down low, Connors. 2:13 remaining in the period. O'Hara turns it over. It's cleared by Thomas Friel.
These are two very good special teams unit. UMass ranked 4th in the nation on the power play. Maine ranked 10th in the nation on the penalty kill. This is a good matchup between these two units.
Here's Jack Musa, tries to enter on the left side. He's cut off by Owen Fowler. UMass retreats to their own zone. Delalce for O'Hara. Enters towards the middle of the slot, sent across for Connors. Off the boards, he'll send it all the way around to no one. That'll go all the way back to the UMass zone. Delalce pressure from behind is coming. Delalce, as the pressure subsides, Owen Fowler sends himself to the bench. 1:24 remaining in the second period, 54 seconds remaining in the Renwick penalty.
Second unit out there for the Minutemen, Cameron, Van Tassel, and Lashmelis with Laudenbach and Olvestad.
And Van Tassel can't take possession of that puck. It's cleared. Olvestad and Nato racing for it. Nato presses Olvestad up against the boards, wasting some UMass power play time. And the puck eventually comes to Lautenbach. Under a minute to go in the second. 25 seconds remaining on the man advantage. Lucas Olvestad enters on the left. Olvestad sends it across Lashmelis. It's off the boards. Cameron, left half wall. Cameron gets it to Van Tassel in the left corner. Van Tassel's tripped, and no calls coming. Sent out in front. Olvestad can't get good wood on it as he had pressure in front of him, and a Maine clear kills the penalty.
Good penalty kill from the Black Bears. Didn't really allow the Minutemen to get set up at any point during those 2 minutes.
And I think the puck hit the netting out of play with 19.6 remaining in the second period. Maine still up 3-2. UMass unsuccessful on their power play.
You're here and you're Greg Carville. You send out your first line and you draw up your favorite, your most successful face-off play as you have O'Hara at the top of the face-off circle, Musa taking the draw.
Yeah, that involves, like you said, Miles, Jack Musa taking the draw in place of Lucas Mercury, who will post up on that left wing. O'Hara in one-timer's position, but Musa can't win the draw. And a nice poke check by Larry Keenan stops the Black Bears in their tracks at their own blue line. The puck is sent right back in. 10 seconds to go. UMass trying to grab it. And here's Keenan across Musa into traffic. Keenan just forced it to Musa there. 2 seconds to go. UMass will not have a chance on net. And the Black Bears, after 40 minutes, go up 3-2 on UMass. After UMass took the lead to start the game, the Black Bears will end the second on top.
Yeah, two goals, two important goals from Maine. The second one, Harable will be wishing he didn't make that mistake. Shots 21-14 in favor of Maine, continuing to outshoot their opponents. But it was a crazy period with a lot going on, a lot of penalties, a lot of back and forth action. The glass panel falling out was an interesting thing. And UMass really need to play with a lot of energy. That's how you disrupt this Maine team and keep pushing, get that tying goal in the third period.
They need that and then some, Miles, because UMass, they sit at 15th in pairwise. Maine up 10 spots on the Minutemen. UMass, I think, in a game that they have been in up until this point, need to at least come away with a game that is being forced into overtime here at Alphond Arena. I think Carville likes the game they've played, but there's still 20 minutes left. Anything can happen. We've seen that in this second period. But we're going to send it to Jacob Repper. He's going to break it all down for you on the second intermission report. And after that, we'll be back at Alphond Arena. I'm John Ruggiero. He's Miles Donato. Here's Jacob Repper in a couple moments on 91.1 WMUA, the home for it for all your favorite Minutemen sports. the third period in this 3-2 hockey game here at Alfond Arena. UMass versus Maine. Mercury and Renwick on the draw. The third period starts right now, right back into the action after Jacob Repper's intermission report. And Maine wins the draw, sends it in. Murray tries to send it out. Holt sends it up the near side. It's in that left corner. Down goes the Minuteman due to Taylor McCarr's contact, and now he's got the puck. Far side now up top, Jurasevic. Shot towards the net, blocked by Mercury. Mercury sends it out to the neutral zone. And UMass will send it in. Musa goes for a change. Mercury wants to chase for the puck, but will now change. Miles, we've got ourselves a close game on hand here.
Yeah, close games is actually where the Minutemen have struggled throughout this season. They're 2-6-1 in one-goal games. Meanwhile, Maine are 4-2-3 in one-goal game. Close games is where Maine have the advantage.
And exactly where UMass does not. It's going to be a battle here as Maine shoots, saved by Hrabel. And he'll hold the puck to his pads for the whistle. And
Hrabel able to hold on to that one, even with some contact after he had made the save. Kept hold of the puck, kept his body tight, not allowing a rebound to leak out.
the faceoff will be to his left on the right dot. Leschmelis wins it back behind Hrabel to Keenan. Keenan banks it off boards to Van Tassel in the neutral zone. Van Tassel sends it in. Leschmelis right side, tries to backhand it middle to Jenschko. And the puck is now in the right corner for Charbriere. And he can't get it out. He's digging for it. There it comes to Lawton back. Del Elche left point. Del Elche skates towards the right, leaves it for Keenan. Top of the point, shot towards the net, just wide. Rebound off the inboards. Jenschko's bad angle shot. Sticked away by Boya and cleared away by Maine. And here they come. It's Nadeau into the zone. Josh Nadeau scored the second Maine goal. He'll skate around the net. Now up top, Arnott, shot blocked in front by Del Elche. Cameron's clearing attempt goes right to the stick of Thomas Friel. And here come the Black Bears. And it was tried to send across by Nemo. It was sticked aside by a Minutemen defender.
Yeah, good defensive play by the captain, Lyndon Algier, intercepting that pass, sending it into the corner.
Miscommunication by UMass trying to get it out. They can't. Friel down low. Tries to send it out front Scott, but a great diving poke check by Lautenbach. And here's Connors. Connors sends it in, and that line will go for a change. Arnott regroups behind Boya.
Minutemen fourth line out on the ice now. Hopefully they can bring a little bit of energy to start this third period. It's been kind of slow for the Minutemen. Both or all three of the first lines just send the puck in.
Well, the fourth line out there for Maine as well, and they have the puck after a bad turnover. Mitten sent it across to Jurasevic, and that puck hit his stick. Mitten out front, and Maine can't get a shot away. Pichette tried to get it to his stick, wasn't able to shoot it. Musa up and out, sends it into the Maine zone. Stopped behind by Boya. Holt keeps it going to the near side, Jurasevic, and cleared by the Black Bears to the neutral zone. Keenan can't get it deep. Most of the UMass line is changing as Maine once again elects to slow down the pace of play.
This is a very mismatched fourth line for Maine. Mitten normally playing on the line with McCarr, and Lesikowski is a defenseman playing forward right now with the injuries that Maine have.
Yeah, that's a good point to mention there. He's been on the ice pretty frequently as well. Leon Lesikowski, he stands 6'4". Big guy playing left wing tonight. Here's McCarr up top, Brazil to the right side. Charbriere tipped on to Hrabel for a stop. Komarov with a nice tip in front.
Way to follow the puck from Michael Hrabel. He tracked it the entire way to his body, and he's had to make some saves. It feels very similar to the start of the first period, where it was all Maine, 7 shots on goal to none. It's the same here. It's been all Maine to start the third period.
And how did that first period start, Miles? UMass got on the board first with Kenny Connors. So they're going to look for some more of that magic or the Minutemen. Alger, after UMass face-off win, sends it out. Here's Don Slishmelis. Skates in on the right with some speed. Shot. Stopped by Boyer. Rebound to the top of the slot. And Van Tassel comes together with a Black Bear. Some leg contact there. Both players went down, but no calls coming. Here comes Sully Sholey in front of the UMass bench. He's hit by Lishmelis and Van Tassel. Kennedy O'Connor skates out with the puck, skates it in, chips it deep, and goes for a change. Good job, Kennedy O'Connor.
It's scary when two players make contact like that, leg to leg. Luckily, neither player injured on the play. Both of them get up really quickly and continue playing.
Maine doing this for the third time in this third period, holding the puck behind their goal. They didn't like to do it at all early in this game, but now that they're up by one, electing to play the long game. But here's Lautenbach after a turnover in the neutral zone. Lautenbach sends it across for Connors. It goes back to Lautenbach, and now a try by Cameron, stopped by Boya. Lautenbach and Nemo, big contact on the far side. He comes up top. Olvestad shot towards the net, gloved easily by Boya for a whistle.
Yeah, Lautenbach finding Michael Cameron, but Cameron didn't really have the best angle to get a nice shot off there. He kind of caught the puck, received the puck near his skates, and he got a rather weak shot off on Boya. Boya able to make the save, and then he makes another save from the point shot by Olvestad.
Face off to the right of Boya, on the left up. Musa, Joey Musa that is. Can't win the draw. And here's Jurasevic. Up the far side as far as the UMass blue line. Kosman sends it right back deep. Bouncing puck onto Boya. Gloves it for a whistle.
So with 14:45 remaining in the third period, UMass need a spark here. So they send out the first line. Mercury, Musa, and O'Hara to hopefully bring this game back to even.
O'Hara scored the last UMass goal. It was some puck luck after the puck hit Nobes in front. UMass needs some more of that. Taylor McCarr scored the most recent Maine goal. Maine wins the draw. O'Hara tries to keep it in as he jumps, can't do it. Here's McCarr into the zone on the backhand, right corner, Taylor McCarr. Right circle, up top, Jurasevic. He can't catch the puck cleanly, tries to chip it deep. It's cut off by Mercury. And here comes the first line for UMass up the ice, but a good job by Brandon Holt to cut off Jack Musa on the entrance. Puck is in the right corner. It comes to Renwick. Renwick finds Komarov. Good back check by Cole O'Hara. Lifts the stick, takes the puck, enters the zone, cuts back, tries to send it across to Murray. And a nice stick by Komarov sends the puck all the way down to Michael Hrabel.
Komarov late in his shift gets that poke, looking to find Murray, who had a decent amount of space on that right side, and no shot on goal for the Minutemen off that steal by O'Hara.
Jenschko in the neutral zone for Olvestad. He'll slap it deep all the way around to the right side. Jurasevic in Brazil, send it all the way down below. And now it's Olvestad, cuts it off, tries to send it middle for Van Tassel. It comes back to the stick of Olvestad, far side. Lucas Olvestad finds Lishmelis left circle. Don's Lishmelis out front. Jenschko, saved by Boyer, rebounds there, and Boyer puts a glove on it. And that brings us to the first media timeout of the third period. I must remind you that this broadcast of UMass Hockey is brought to you by the Mill River Tavern in Hatfield, a neighborhood bar and restaurant situated just on the other side of the Connecticut River, not far from UMass. From signature cocktails to brick oven pizza, this small town tavern offers everything needed for an evening with friends or a sit-down meal with the family. The tavern is open Monday through Saturday as late as 9:30. The Mill River Tavern is online at millrivertavern.com and Instagram and Facebook. We thank the Mill River Tavern for their kind support. 13:26 remaining in this third period, 3-2 Maine on 91.1 WMUA, the home fort for all your favorite Minutemen sports. back here at Alfond Arena. Fireworks in this third period. And the puck is being dropped right away. Maine wins the draw. Here come the Black Bears up the ice. Brazil rips it around the boards to the right. It's out front for an attempted shot by Friel. It's fanned upon, and here comes Kenny Connors up the ice. UMass looking to push the pace. It's now Cameron far side. Cameron shot through the crease wide. The rebound all the way out to the neutral zone.
That shot was actually not fanned on. It was blocked by Olvestad, and he seems to be in some serious discomfort on the bench. Went straight to the bench. I think he blocked it with his hand.
Olvestad, of course, the Denver transfer, a veteran defenseman. He's had his moments this season, but he's also had his moments of greatness as well. 12 assists, 3 goals for the junior. Here's Komarov into the zone. Shot saved by Hrabel. Komarov didn't get any air on it, and Hrabel puts a glove on the puck for a whistle.
So look to Finn Loftus, the extra defenseman, for a Minutemen to potentially get some play time here in the third period of this game. He's one of the freshmen, the many freshmen on the defensive side of the ice for the Minutemen.
Yeah, Loftus, we haven't seen him much tonight. He has improved over the past couple of weeks. And here's Kosman. Up the far side. Musa tries to grab it, so does Dewar in the left corner. And that puck goes out of play. The face-off will come back to the main zone. 12:16 remaining in the third period. If you're just joining us, I'm John Ruggiero, joined by Miles Donato and Jacob Repper, all the way back in Amherst, engineering for us. It's been a wild one, 3-2 Maine. And UMass has 12 minutes and 16 seconds to, at the very least, tie the game. The faceoff is won so cleanly all the way back to the UMass zone. Del Alce couldn't keep it in, but he'll grab the puck behind Hrabel. Francesco Del Alce finds Larry Keenan. Keenan ices the puck. Not sure what the plan was there.
UMass have really stepped it up here, getting shots on goal in the third period. They've brought the shots on goal to within 2, 23-21 in favor of Maine. It was 21-15 after the end of the second period. So this period, they've stepped it up a little bit. Shots sitting 6-2 in favor of UMass this period.
Face-off in the UMass zone. Contact from O'Hara on Nadeau. O'Hara pressures Nadeau, grabs the puck. Oh my goodness, Cole O'Hara has just turned into some kind of hockey player this season. I mean, his Hobie Baker candidacy is well earned, and it's completely out of nowhere if you look back to his stats from last season.
Last year he was a player, you'd see occasionally he'll score that very important goal, but he wasn't anything more than that. He scored, 10 goals last season?
Now he's their number one. Van Tassel's solo rush thwarted by Holt. Here he comes. Brandon Holt has a goal in this game. Drops it off for Nadeau. Can of the corn for Michael Hrabel for the whistle.
And Cole O'Hara sitting at 15 goals, 22 assists for 37 points on the season. That's the second most points in the entire NCAA. He has been a top player in the entire country.
He'll take a seat for the UMass second line. Scott and LaShmelis, false start on the draw. Scott's been one of those players that's mixed it up tonight in terms of physicality and chippiness. He hasn't spent any time in the box, though. But UMass wins the faceoff. Van Tassel for Murray. Over to LaShmelis on the entrance. LaShmelis, shot, sticked aside by Boya to the far corner. LaShmelis tries to dig for it. Jurasevic is able to skate it out. Here he comes. Frank Jurasevic. It goes behind Hrabel. Friel, far side. Jarbriere gets it down low. Scott working on Olvestad. Friel now has it on his backhand. He goes down to the stick of Van Tassel. The puck goes. He'll skate it out and go for a change. Maine looking for a quick re-entrance. Charbriere is able to get it deep after some nifty moves. Alder takes a hit behind the goal line against the end glass. UMass having a time getting the puck out of their own zone. And right on cue, Olvestad is able to do just that. And here comes Connors into the zone. Kenny Connors with a goal in this game. It comes right out front. Cameron tries to dig for it. Had it in his skates. Connors now sends it back down low. UMass not set up just yet. Charbriere is able to clear it up the near side, and we get a whistle.
Charbriere has been very good defensively for the Maine Black Bears, able to put his body in between the net and the opposing players to not allow clean shots on goal. He's very good at smothering the opposition in the crease and clearing out dangers to Boya. And that's been a underrated part of this game so far, is the defensive play of this Maine team.
Face-off in the neutral zone, won by the Black Bears. It's taken ahead by Nobes. Nobes and Hrabel stops it behind his goal. Cameron is able to get the tip into the neutral zone. It comes right back to Hrabel, and Del Alce holds it behind the goal. 9:41 remaining in a one-goal game. Maine ahead 3-2. Keenan enters on the right. Larry Keenan sends it down to the right corner. First to it, Jack Dalton. He's able to clear. Dewar takes a hit from Komarov in the neutral zone. And the puck comes back to Del Alce. Del Alce for Kosman. He tried to kick it to Dewar unsuccessfully. And once again, the puck back to the UMass zone. Del Alce looking to break out once again. Kosman up the far side. Goes to the left corner. Dalton still on the ice. Jurasevic banks it off the boards up the near side. Here comes Lesikowski, the defenseman playing left wing. Forks it to the left corner. Olvestad first to it. It comes out to Joey Musa. He passes ahead to Bo Kosman. Kosman's out of gas. He'll skate in and shoot. Saved by Boya. He'll keep the puck going to Holt as he drops it out of his glove. And that'll waste some more time for UMass to tie this game.
The fourth line of UMass getting a little bit more action here in the third period, most likely to give the top lines more rest for the stretch that they're going to have to play late in this game to try and come back.
UMass seems to be losing their urgency a little bit. But that first line is out there right now. The puck comes back to the main zone. Jurasevic drops it off of Charbriere. And here he comes through the neutral zone, gets to the red line and sends it to the right corner. Kennedy O'Connor for Musa. Musa up the ice for Cole O'Hara. O'Hara far side, hard stop. O'Hara with the puck. Cole O'Hara, shot, blocked, rebound, a diving clear by Owen Fowler. First line heads to the bench. On comes the second line. Van Tassel tries to forecheck, but Boya gloves the loose puck. 7:38 remaining in the third period. Crunch time is coming for both teams. Can Maine hang on, or can UMass come back? You'll find out on 91.1 WMUA, the home fort for all your favorite men's sports. 7:38 remaining in the third period. 3 Hockey East points are on the line late in this one. Maine in position to earn 3 regulation points. Should UMass force overtime, neither team would be able to get 3 points, only 2, depending on the winner of either the overtime or shootout. Well, we're a long ways from that as the puck is in the Maine zone. UMass trying to set up here. Second line on the ice. It's Lishmelis. Don's Lishmelis far side. Shot. Save Boya. Rebound to the left corner. Yenchko fights for it against Brazil. It's now Lishmelis. Backhands it out front. Yenchko's try fanned upon. And here comes Komarov up the ice. Komarov doesn't ice it because Taylor McCarr beat Larry Keenan. And now Komarov has it in the right corner. Keenan to Connors. Kenny Connors has Lawton back ahead of him. Connors sends it in towards the right corner. Big hit by Connors. Just destroys Arnott behind the play. That's the life that UMass needs. Maybe a big hit, something to juice up their energy levels here.
Especially playing away, you don't have the fans to push you on to force this comeback. You actually have the opposing energy where Maine fans can kind of keep quiet and allow this game to slow down, not allow the Minutemen to start to gain momentum.
That's a great point, Miles. Yeah, I don't know if anyone at home has noticed, but this Maine crowd has been fairly quiet compared to the last 2 periods. And that just takes the energy right out of the building for both teams, because if there's an away crowd even jeering at you, that fires you up as a player as well.
No, they've stayed very chilled in this third period, just waiting.
Owen Murray after a UMass face-off win. Murray shot towards the net, blocked, rebound to the right corner. Lawton back, sends it out front, trying to find Cameron. Doesn't connect, and Maine's going to come up the ice with a 2-on-1. Fowler has Sholey on his right. Fowler fanned on the shot. He goes right into the glove of Rabel for an easy trap and a whistle.
Yeah, Fowler had that chance on the penalty kill earlier in this game where he had a breakaway. Here on the shot, he just didn't get much on it. I think he got like the edge of the top of the puck on his shot, and it kind of just floated nicely for Arbel to control.
I don't think Owen Murray got a piece of it either, Miles. It was almost like Fowler wasn't sure if he was going to saucer it over or shoot it onto Rabel, or maybe shoot for a rebound. He just didn't get any oomph on the shot. But here comes UMass. Cole O'Hara skates out of the pile and gets it to the right corner. O'Hara fights for it there in the Maine zone. And it comes to Holt. He'll skate behind Boya, pressured by Jack Musa. Mercury grabs it, sends it out front, O'Hara, and tries to send it back for Jack Musa. Good play by Scott to intercept that pass. And Maine is able to clear all the way down. No icing. It doesn't reach the goal line. The Maine player broken their stick in half. And that allows UMass to come up the ice. Del Alce for Keenan. 5:30 to go in the third. UMass down 1. Brazil. Yenchko, huge hit, and they're going to call it a penalty. Oh, my goodness. I mean, I'll have to see a replay if it was high, Miles, but
It's going to be interference. He didn't touch the puck yet, most likely.
He just threw himself at Taylor McCarr, and they call it boarding.
Boarding.
Well, with 5:24 remaining in the third, Maine will go to the power play after this immediate timeout. But first, I must remind you that this broadcast of UMass Hockey is brought to you by the Mill River Tavern in Hatfield, a neighborhood bar and restaurant situated just on the other side of the Connecticut River, not far from UMass. From signature cocktails to brick oven pizza, the small town tavern offers everything needed for an evening with friends or a sit-down meal with the family. The tavern is open Monday through Saturday as late as 9:30. The Mill River Tavern is online at millrivertavern.com and on Instagram and Facebook. We thank the Mill River Tavern for their kind support. Yenchko to the box, the last thing UMass needed on 91.1 WMUA, the home fort for all your favorite Minutemen sports. Maine power play with 5:24 remaining in the game. Can Maine put it away, or can UMass provide a miracle comeback? Crunch time at Alphond. UMass clears right off the draw.
This is a huge penalty kill for the Minutemen. They've killed the first two in the game. They need to kill this one, and they have 3 minutes and 24 seconds after the kill to come back and score one here in Maine.
Charbier taking his time with the puck at the red line. Jurasevic down low in the left corner. Olvestad clears at the length of the ice. Boya with a quick up. UMass almost got in a change, but NATO is in no rush. Here's Alger. In his own zone, O'Hara can't backhand it out, kept in by Holt. Left point, Holt. Down low, Fowler. Keeps it going around the right side, Scott. Right corner, Scott now towards the front of the net. He goes down, no call coming. And there's a penalty on Maine for a slash.
Took down Lashmelis in the process.
Taylor McCarr.
McCarr to the box. And 55 seconds remaining on what would have been a power play for Maine. Now 4-on-4. The Maine fans not happy with the call. We got 4-on-4 for 55 seconds, and then a crucial 1 minute and 5 seconds of power play time for the Minutemen.
Taylor McCarr, he has a goal in this game, but now he'll sit in the box, and the story has changed at Alphond. Like you said, Miles, 4-on-4 for a little bit, and then a UMass power play for over a minute.
It's unfortunate the timing of these penalties for the Minutemen. They have not been afforded a full 2-minute power play in this game, despite there being 3 penalties against Maine.
Here we go again. Murray in the main zone. Owen Murray with the puck. Skates towards the slot. Brazil gets it out of dodge, and it's into the bench, I believe. The puck will go back to the main zone for a face-off. 38 seconds remaining.